Okay, everybody, it's Mr. Ed back with another informative and whatever video. Okay. All right. Today, what are we trading? Today we are trading the YM. Yay, the YM. This is a 5-minute chart. Here's what we're seeing. We're seeing pre-market, a lot of chop, let me roll this back a little bit. You're seeing a lot of chop at, we didn't get, pretty much anything here. This was, if you look at the night before, here's 1800, shot down here. Made a value area low down here, made a new value area low down here, and then shot up. The only move there was basically either, if you were fortunate enough to catch that short, or when it bounced off the made a new value area low down here and then bounced, and then came back up above this zone, these zones right here, where they merged. Okay, that's a 5-minute candle, so you got a little bit wide, a little bit more time. So came down here, bounced up. Where's your target? Well, here's your value area high target. Value area high, bounced up here, made a new value area high, and then came straight back down. Okay, so when it came back down in here, anywhere in here is where you could have taken your profit. Last night was not, I don't think that was it was really great to trade, but you did have opportunities, and you had an opportunity to use value area high, value area low, new value area low, when it made the band down here, and you can see right here where it made that new band. Okay, popped up. There's your long, and up here to the top band, there's your target. Okay. And then you could just use it like a 50% pullback line. Not sure if that was 50%, but let's find out. Okay, here's the low, here's the high, and almost made the 50% pullback line. Okay, so as it got close to the pullback line, as it went back up, this is, your 90-minute VWAP is flattening out, VWAP extension is flattening out, and then pop back up. You get out of your short trade. Okay. So one long, one short, and then you wait. Okay, now you're into the new day. Not a tremendous amount going on. You could scalp this a little bit between your 90-minute value area high, 90-minute VWAP extensions. Okay, and you can see there's a lot of chop. See how the VWAP line is basically green, red, green, red, green, red. A little bit of green here. Pushed up, it didn't push up very far, and then you had some red down here. So you could have shorted up here, shorted up here. Here's your target down here. Here's your target, and here's your target up here. Down, basically, here's you are in the zone. Up, right here. Up, down, up, right there. Okay. Down, almost made that line right there at 4:15 in the morning, and then shot, and then came back up. Okay, so longer term traders are basically taking the long at the new today's low, taking the long and then coming back up here and getting out back into this area, and then it just chopped. It was just price action was just back and forth between the 90-minute VWAPs. Okay. Then we come into, and here we go. We came into RTH Open, okay? So RTH Open, what happened at RTH Open, okay? It's almost about to, Globex is almost about to open. That's why I got this guy. Okay, so it's about 4 minutes away, something like that. Yeah, 3.5 minutes. Okay, so what happened is it came back up, made a new value area high, and then collapsed. We see that a lot, okay? We see a huge amount of basically price action movement at RTH Open to fake people out, okay? Okay, there's the fake out and down. Okay, or you have an RTH open down here, and then they go down and then they pop it back up. Okay, so what they were doing here, they're just getting the Johnny-come-latelys. Everybody that came into the market at RTH open that were trying to short up here, they were driving it up to catch the commercials that were shorting up here. Okay, so how would you play this? Right there, see that little ball right there on that 5-minute chart at 42,360, 42,359, something like that. There's where your short is. Right? And I've done many videos on this, where when you make a new value area high, okay, and it starts coming back down, you take the short at the previous value area high, okay, and then come down. Where's your target? Well, you could take it off anywhere here. It just happened to come down and make a new low right there. Okay, that's where where the daily VWAP extension was. Right back down in here. Okay, touched the top of that and then went north. Now you're starting to look. You're looking in these zones up here. You're looking here in this zone. You're looking here in this zone to see what's going on. So it came back up here, pinned off here. You take the short, right down, back down into the zone. Okay, you can take the long, back up to you take. Typically, the way I would play this is having two contracts in play, one contract off at VWAP, one contract up here. So if it came back in my face, by the time I hit VWAP up here, I got one contract off. I got my stop loss to break even plus whatever, whatever's going to not lose me money on trades and commissions. If it's on the micros, you're going to have to, 3 ticks, 4 ticks? 4 ticks to be in profit, or to not lose money. Came back down, came into the zone again, pinned off it. You take the long, right? One off here, one off in this zone. You could have held it all the way back up in here, okay, and then back down. Well, what's our bias for the day? Excuse me. What's our bias for the day? Where's my daily VWAP is green, so my bias for the day is green, up, right? Came down, came down here, bounced off your 90-minute VWAP. The 90 VWAP comes down and then went back up. So what's happening? Everything's up. Everything's up. Everything's up. If you put moving averages on here, all your moving averages are up. So you're long, okay? What happened? Came back right back to RTH open. So if you wanted to, and this happens a lot, by the way, guys, happens a lot. RTH open is a target, okay? So what you could do is you could wait until it came down here, took the long, right? If you wanted to hold it, because it came back down, but it made a higher low right here, which is a trend change. You're not going to go back down further. Higher low, and then back up to RTH open. Now, a lot of people found this, choppy garbage. They didn't want to trade it, and you know what? I don't blame them. I don't blame them for not wanting to trade all this junk. I mean, it's terrible price action. But what's tomorrow? Isn't tomorrow FMC? I think it's tomorrow FOMC. So we should have some nice price action tomorrow. But this was scalpable. Okay, you're watching your VPOC right here. What happened? Came back down. This candle right there to VPOC, right? This was more resistance zone. Resistance becomes support. The VPOC comes back up into your zone. Down here, you're selling. You sold the RTH open again. When it came back up here to RTH open, you sold it again. You targeted VPOC. There you go. There's your scalp. Then you convert. Then you shift over to the long. As you come out of that VPOC, the VPOC went up, is supporting that up move, right? You're down into the cloud. You're pinning off that cloud. Nowhere to go but up. Okay. There's your next trade is right there. Boom. There's your target. RTH open. Came back up in there, and you can tell. You can tell when people do that because, you'll start seeing wonky price action. You see, relatively nice trending action here, and then you hit up here. You hit RTH open. What happens? Things kind of wonk around because people are taking profits there. Okay. Now, and then it comes back up here, up into this zone. You could target there, you could, RTH open, you could target the previous value area high right there, which would have been a nice scalp trade. And then right up here, you start seeing pins. It pushed down until it hit that 90-minute VWAP. And then it just followed the 90-minute VWAP up till the end of the day, right? And there we go. So that was today's action. It was not an easy day to trade, guys. I totally get it. There was a lot of guys that lost quite a bit of money today trying to trade this stuff. As someone told me once, if the chart doesn't make sense, go to a higher time frame. So if this chart, say for example, this 5-minute chart doesn't make sense, go to a 10-minute chart. Okay? Shift over. Okay? Go to a 10-minute chart. Is it any clearer? Okay, fine. Go to a 15-minute chart. I don't like going farther than 15 minutes because to me it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But here you go. So even on a 15-minute chart, it's relatively clear. You know, there's your value area high at 42,360, which was where it was before on that 5-minute chart. This just compresses stuff a little bit more. Came down to you know, to your VPOC and bounced up. Anyway, I hope this was useful, guys. Hope this was handy. Be careful of tomorrow's price action, and see you later.